Hyundai has found itself at the center of a heated discussion in the global electric vehicle market after launching its newest electric SUV in Australia with a price tag that has surprised many observers. The controversy isn't about design, technology, or performance, but about cost. The same Hyundai electric vehicle that is positioned as a reasonably affordable option in China suddenly becomes more than twice as expensive when it reaches Australian showrooms. This dramatic price gap has sparked debate among EV enthusiasts, potential buyers, and industry analysts, raising serious questions about global pricing strategies and the future of electric mobility. The vehicle at the heart of this discussion is Hyundai's newly introduced electric SUV, developed in collaboration with its Chinese partner and designed to sit comfortably in the compact to mid-size EV segment. In Australia, Hyundai has positioned this model between its smaller electric offerings and more premium models, targeting buyers who want a balance of range, features, and modern design. However, the Australian starting price places it firmly in a highly competitive and increasingly crowded market, where buyers are becoming more price-sensitive as new electric models arrive almost monthly. What makes the situation particularly striking is the comparison with China, where the same electric SUV is sold at a dramatically lower price. In its home manufacturing market, the vehicle is positioned as a budget-friendly electric option, accessible to a much wider audience. When converted into Australian currency, the Chinese price is barely half of what Australian customers are being asked to pay. This stark contrast has led many to question whether global automakers can continue to justify such differences as competition intensifies. To understand why this gap exists, it's important to look beyond the sticker price. Vehicles sold in Australia face a variety of additional costs that don't apply in China. Import duties, shipping expenses, compliance with Australian safety and emissions regulations, and local dealer networks all contribute to a higher final price. On top of that, Hyundai has tuned this electric SUV specifically for Australian driving conditions, including suspension adjustments to better handle rougher roads and long-distance travel, which adds to development and production costs. Despite the pricing controversy, the electric SUV itself offers specifications that make it a serious contender in its class. It features a large lithium iron phosphate battery designed for durability and long-term reliability, delivering a driving range that comfortably exceeds the expectations of most daily commuters and weekend travelers. Fast charging capability allows the battery to recharge from low to high capacity in a reasonable amount of time, making it practical for longer journeys rather than just urban use. Performance is tuned for everyday usability rather than outright sportiness. A single electric motor provides smooth acceleration and sufficient power for highway driving while maintaining efficiency. This setup aligns with Hyundai's goal of offering an EV that feels refined and easy to live with, rather than aggressive or overly complex. For many buyers, this balance between comfort and capability is exactly what they are looking for in an electric SUV. Inside the cabin, Hyundai has focused heavily on technology and modern design. The dashboard is dominated by large digital displays that combine driver information and infotainment into a clean, futuristic layout. Features such as advanced driver assistance systems, a heads-up display, and connected services help position the vehicle as a modern EV that meets the expectations of tech-savvy buyers. In isolation, the interior experience supports the premium pricing Hyundai has chosen for Australia. However, the broader issue remains difficult to ignore. In China, fierce competition among domestic EV manufacturers has driven prices down to levels that global brands struggle to match in export markets. Chinese consumers benefit from economies of scale, local supply chains, and government policies that support EV adoption. As a result, vehicles like this Hyundai electric SUV are priced aggressively to remain competitive, creating a stark contrast with markets like Australia, where imported EVs still carry significant cost premiums. This situation highlights a growing challenge for established global automakers. As Chinese brands continue to expand internationally with competitively priced electric vehicles, traditional manufacturers must decide whether to absorb costs, lower margins, or risk losing customers. Australian buyers in particular are becoming increasingly aware of global pricing differences, and that awareness is influencing purchasing decisions more than ever before. Hyundai's strategy appears to be one of careful positioning rather than aggressive price competition. By offering a well-equipped, refined electric SUV with strong range and familiar branding, the company is betting that buyers will value reliability, dealer support, and long-term ownership confidence over the lowest possible price. Whether that strategy succeeds will depend largely on how quickly alternative options continue to enter the Australian market. In the end, the story of Hyundai's new electric SUV costing more than twice as much in Australia as in China is about more than one vehicle. It reflects the uneven pace of global EV adoption, the realities of international manufacturing and logistics, and the shifting expectations of consumers who now compare prices on a global scale. As electric vehicles become more common, these pricing disparities will only come under greater scrutiny, and automakers will be forced to adapt. For now, Hyundai's latest EV stands as a clear example of how geography can dramatically shape affordability. It may be an accessible electric vehicle in one market and a premium purchase in another, even when the product itself remains largely the same. How long consumers are willing to accept that reality could shape the future of the electric vehicle industry worldwide.